So I wanted to make this video to serve as a guide towards all the events going on right now. The most important things that you need to know. No BS, basically. No, just the most important stuff about the most important events. And there's 4 different events going on right now. The Ignition event, the Cygnus Redux event, the Clover Guild, and the Hyperburning event. This video is going to be broken down into 4 parts for each of those events. So right away for the Ignition event, it's a, you know, one of those event maps where there's coin shops and whatnot. And basically the most important thing is you want to cap your coins every single day. And to cap your coins, you need to fill this up to 300 out of 300. And how do you do that? You do that by doing daily missions. And, you know, some of them include, you know, hitting bosses, hitting mobs, doing your dailies. And make sure you just press claim all at the end of the day, and you'll cap easily. One, you want to make sure that you collect your flame stamp every single time you cap. What that does is it precedes you forward on this daily check-in, and at the end of every single week you could get these rewards. And with these rewards, there's an option to get double all the rewards if you pay 40k maple points, which is honestly dumb as hell that you have to pay 40k to get double. But yeah, that's that pay to win life. A lot of people ask if these are worth. You need to ask yourself if it's worth for you. For me, it's worth, and I'm fortunate enough that I can afford it. But if you can't, it's no big deal. It's not like you're missing out on too much. The most important things from this are the symbols. You got to ask yourself, like, do you really want the symbols as fast as possible, or are you okay with just, you know, waiting and leveling them up a little bit slower? This is really good too. This is good for another level 3 link, basically. That's how I would use these. And then the EXP nodes, not that big of a deal. Missing out on 3 of them, it's whatever. Event ring, again, your account isn't like bricked if you don't have an extra event ring. Yeah, and then the mag growth pots, these are pretty good. So if you want extra levels in the 240s or even past that, like, consider it. But it's not that big of a deal if you don't get it, is what I'm saying. There's weekly missions as well, and these weekly missions give you a different type of currency. You can see, like, these are ignition points and these are the weekly points, and then the monthly ones also give you ignition points. And whenever you cap your coins every single day and you get your flame stamp, you'll get blaze points, and these blaze points can be allocated to different stats. See which one that you want. If you're training, I recommend getting normal monster damage and EXP. If you're bossing, get boss damage and IED. And these buffs are across your entire account. It's not just on the character that you claimed it on. So this is really, really good for boss meals, because you could buff up your boss meals a lot more. So there's a couple mini games this event too. There's the Star Bridge from Spiegelman over here. This is actually insanely good for level 200 to 210. You could get characters to 210 very, very easily just from doing this. You don't even have to train them. Every time you could do this twice a day, and it'll give you a lot of EXP. At level 200, it gives you 33% EXP every single time you do this twice a day. You could do it more than twice a day, but you don't get EXP after the first 2 times. The Flame Spiegel, this is another mini game. It's pretty fun. You get like cosmetic rewards, but it's nothing in terms of like progression. It's just cosmetic rewards, and it's fun, so I still recommend doing it. But it's not that important if you don't really care about that. And the last thing in regards to Ignition event is the coin shops. So I'm going to run through the coin shops, what they got. So this Ignition coin shop, this is using your Ignition coins, and this is what you get from daily capping every single day. Oh, and these coins are per character as well. They're not limited by your whole account. So if I were to cap coins on my Ho Young now, and I cap coins on my Shatterer later, both of them gain 300 coins. But the flame stamp can only be claimed once per day, but the coins you could get as many as you want per character. Maso Sax doesn't really matter. This could be useful. Stamps don't matter. Red flames they're pretty good, but the most important flames are the E flames and the black flames, because these are very limited and you can't really buy them anywhere else as like with so much abundance. Red flames, you could always just buy them in the store at the end of the day. Master Craftsmans don't really matter. Meester cubes are really good, so if you want to think of them like red cubes, if you want to try to get like good lines on legendary, it's pretty good. Droplets, of course, very important. I recommend getting these. Event Meester is not that important. Event Legendary Scroll, not that important. 17-star Scroll, super scam, never buy this. You can get 30 minutes of 2x every day, which is really good. Monster Bloom, if you care, I don't really care. Potions doesn't matter. Hyper Rock don't matter. Pendant Slot doesn't matter. Trait Boost, this is actually really, really good because they made it this patch that you don't have to get the... You don't have to unlock the pocket slot. As long as you have level 3 charm, it automatically unlocks. None of this really matters. This, if you're trying to get to Meester and Ardent Mill. Character slot, if you want. Don't buy any of these bags. You could get them all in the general store. Nodes, extremely important. If you're somebody coming back to the game or you're in need of nodes, get the nodes. It's the most important thing in the growth shop for sure. 100% the nodes. Honor doesn't matter. Chaos Circ, literally never buy this. Black Circ, if you're min-maxing endgame, get this. Legendary Circ, literally never buy this. Symbols, very, very important to get as well in terms of progression. If you're a returning player, definitely get these. If you're a higher level, get the sacred symbol ones always. Decoration, this is all up to you if you want any of this stuff. Damage skins alright. These androids, it gives you an android if you buy the fairy heart, so consider it. Next shop is the Meso shop. Flames, never buy this. A scam. A Cold Cube, don't buy this. Fairy heart is worth. Buy it if you're trying to buy it on your main. If you're trying to actually progress it. 2 bill. I know it's expensive, but you should definitely still buy it. NX, all this stuff, cosmetic, up to you. This is the weekly coin shop. You see, it's a different currency. By the end of this entire event, you're probably going to be able to buy most things. You might not be able to buy a couple black circs, but everything you'll be able to buy by the end of the event. So it doesn't really matter what you buy first, because at the end of the event, you'll be able to buy everything. And that's pretty much what the Ignition event is like. So we'll move on to the Cygnus Knights Redux event, which is the next tab in the Star tab. And this is very, very simple. Basically, the left side, you get a reward every single day if you cap coins on your Cygnus Knight. So if I cap coins on my Hoyoung, I can't get this. It has to be on a Cygnus Knight. And every single day you cap coins on a Cygnus Knight, you get a new reward. And you have until like February to do this, so you have plenty of time. The right side, this is bugged right now as a recording. It says claim, but you can't claim it. You could only get these rewards on Cygnus Knights, and you need to have a Cygnus Knight reach these levels. Then you could claim all this stuff. So that's that event. The Clover event. So the Clover event, a lot of people most people are confused with this event and how it works. So I'll do my best to try and explain it. Basically, the Clover event is kind of like another event shop, and you need to cap coins every day by hitting mobs. And it's the same. It's the same with other coin capping events. You don't have to collect anything from the mobs. Just as you hit mobs, the Clover cap will go up. So right now I'm at 19 out of 200. The more that I kill mobs, the higher it'll go up. Currently, as of recording, this is bugged, and it goes up way slower because summons don't affect the coin cap. But hopefully that'll be fixed. But yeah, just know that you have to hit mobs and cap coins. Clover pouches. So actually, before I explain Clover pouches, I'll explain the tool. So the collection tool, it says click here to upgrade, right? What does that mean? It sends you into the cash shop. And at the moment, there's no Clover tool in the cash shop because, what do you know, it's bugged. So it's not here. But if you wanted to buy the Clover tool with Real NX, by the way, another, low-key pay-to-win aspect. But with Real NX, if you buy the Clover tool, what it does is it increases your daily coin cap limit to 400. So you could get double the coins of everybody else. And it makes you cap coins 4 times faster. So you're going to cap coins faster than everybody else, and you're going to get more coins. So kind of busted. If you can afford it, I would definitely recommend getting it because the Clover store has really good stuff in it. Now, let's say you can't cap coins one day. Let's say you're busy and you can't log in at all. You can buy these things called Clover pouches with Real NX, by the way. And I'll show you how the pouches work. I bought all the pouches because for me, I think it's worth getting. It's 2K NX, and what it does is it automatically gives you 200 clovers for buying it. And how the Clover pouches work and how this event works in general is you can only cap coins 28 times per month. So, you know, as you know, months have more than 28 days besides February. So if you miss a couple days, let's say you're on the last day of the month and you only capped coins 20 times. That means you didn't cap coins 8 times. You'll have 8 pouches available to you. But if you even get one, like right now I'm at 19 out of 200. I can't buy a Clover pouch today because I collected some coins already. So you're either gonna full cap or you don't, basically. That's how the pouches work. If I'm at 0 out of 200, I can buy a pouch. But since I'm at 19, I can't buy a pouch. The pouches are kind of just save you if you really want the Clovers. So a lot of you guys might have like 16 or 17 here for Clover pouch uses. The reason it started at 16 is because since we're starting this event in the middle of the month, they decided to give us an opportunity to buy all the Clovers that we missed from the start of the month. You see this month's status 11/1 to 11/30. Every month this resets. So since we started at the middle of the month, they gave us the option to buy the pouches as if we missed all those days, which is, you know, money for Nexon. But yeah, if you go to the Clover store, it's got some really good stuff in it. The most important thing in the Clover store is the golden piggy, and I'll explain that in a bit, but we'll go through the other items. So everything in the store resets every single month. So you can see I could buy 2 of these for 2,000 each, and next month in December it'll reset. And all this stuff, you gotta never buy the 17 star. It's a complete scam. And the reason why I say it's a scam is because you can just star 15 to 16 essentially for free, and 17 is really easy on a 5, 10, 15 event, so never get it. 100 node stones, this is very worth it. It's super cheap, only 100 Clovers. That's half a day of capping. EXP nodes also very cheap. Everybody should get these if you need nodes. E flames, the regular flames don't matter that much. E flames, if you're trying to min max. Meester cubes are alright, and the rest doesn't really matter, to be honest, unless you really like this damage skin. But yeah, the most important thing is the golden piggy, as I mentioned earlier, and I'll show you what it is. So I already bought it, so it's not in the shop anymore. When you buy something, it doesn't show up in the shop anymore. So this is the golden piggy, brilliant piggy bank. How this works is every single day, if I double click it, I'll gain 1 billion mesos up to 10 days. So every time you buy this, it's free 10 bill, and you can get 2 of them per month. Now here's the dumbass part of this event is you can get 2 of them this month in November. It costs 1,700 coins. So 1,700 coins, if you remember, you could get 200 coins per day. So to get 1,700 coins, you need a cap for 9 days, right? As we know, you can't. There's not enough days for the remaining of this month to get 2 of these. Since there's 1,700, to get 2 of them, it's 3,400, which means it'll be 17 days of capping, and there's not 17 days left of the month. So you can only really buy 1 unless you pay for the Clovers, unless you physically buy the Clovers with your real money to make up for the coins missed. Then you can buy these. And the reason these are so important is because it gives you 10 bill each one, and you have to buy it on a separate character, by the way. So if you're a little bit confused on why I said you could buy 2 but I only have 1, you have to buy them on separate characters. So my Ho-Young has 1 and my Shadow has 1, and essentially it's 20 billion mesos every single month from this event, and that's like crazy broken, but that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, 20 billion mesos every single month by getting 2 of these. And for this first month, you need to buy actual Clovers in the cash shop to get 2 of them, or you can only get 1. But every month following this, in December, January, and February, you can buy 2 of them without spending any money. Only for the first month you have to spend real money if you want 2 of them. So this event total gives you 80 billion mesos by the end of it, or 70 bill if you don't spend any real money, which is broken as hell and dumb as hell that you kind of have to spend real money. But yeah, all the other things, ask yourself it's worth. This is really good for level 3 links. I'm probably going to try and get this. And the nodes are really good too. So that's basically the Clover event. Hopefully you guys understand it a little bit better. To summarize it, basically hit mobs, collect your Clovers, pray that Nexon fix the tool so that it makes your life a lot easier, and capping Clover, hopefully they fix it. And get the golden piggy. The golden piggy is definitely the most important item in here. Work towards getting this. It is by far the best item in there. And the last thing is hyperburning. So how hyperburning works is, so let's go to the main menu, or the character selection screen, I mean. How hyperburning works is you'll see here, you could set a character as hyperburning. I already set mine, but if you didn't, you're going to have this button on any one of your characters above 200. You could set it as hyperburning. But if you don't have a character that you want to set as hyperburning, you can create a new character, and then it'll give you the option to hyperburn it. And hyperburning characters get a bunch of different rewards, and all the rewards are in the star tab. Now, let's say you hyperburn a character that's already 223 like me. Like I started burning this at 223. All the previous rewards are in the star tab, and you could claim them immediately. So you don't got to worry about missing out on anything. Cygnus Knights characters get extra rewards though, so consider that. But yeah, that's basically everything in the event. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll be reading them and try to respond to everything. Hopefully, if you like this kind of video, let me know if you want more for these kind of like event breakdowns, because I feel like you know, I just want to make these quick and easy for everybody to understand instead of having like a longer drawn out video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitch so you could watch me live. It's always a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys.